Have you seen the cast for this film? Austin Butler, Tom Hardy, Jodie Comer, Michael Shannon, Norman Reedus. And I could go on, but I think you get the point. Good Christ, Jeff Nichols must be a charming director. Or whatever studio funding this has deep pockets. Who's to say? How's the movie? The Bikeriders mainly follows the perspective of Jodie Comer's character Kelly while a photographer is interviewing her. She's a typical young Midwest girl living in Illinois, making hot dishes, eating cheese curds, and rooting for... As Kelly tells her stories, we unravel the narrative. The first story she tells is our setup. She ends up dating Austin Butler's character Benny, who joins a newly formed biker gang headed by Tom Hardy, playing our antagonist Johnny. As the 60s went on, the more this biker gang devolved and the more people got hurt. That's this movie in a nutshell. While also subtly romanticizing biker culture in some ways, I wouldn't say that was the film's intention. I'd actually go as far to say that's far from the film's intention. But toxic relationships ensnare people for a reason. That's the general message of this movie. Toxic relationships regarding people, objects, and a lifestyle. That amazing cast I mentioned at the beginning brings this message to life. The standouts are Tom Hardy and Jodie Comer. These two act as the angel and demon metaphor for Austin Butler's character. Each of them are pulling him towards a life he could have. One is terrible for the soul, body, and mind, but a total riot, while the other is wholesome, fulfilling, and generally what most of us are looking for in life. But let's be honest.
Boring!
The narrative is written well, the acting is impressive, and the cinematography is excellent. There were a couple of bike porn moments if you're into that. Far from indulgent, but it's in here if you're looking for it.
So good.
I've run into an odd phenomenon with the Bikeriders. While I can tell you honestly that this movie was shot, written, and acted well, I still didn't enjoy it. For once, it's nothing to do with pacing or anything technical. No, my bias is about to show. I'm not super into this lifestyle. And while I found the characters to be acted and written well, I didn't find any of them redeemable as people in the way that they were presented to me in the narrative. Everyone subjectively sucks. The only redeemable person is Kelly, but I felt like she made the bed she's lying in. Her man Benny shows no interest in changing his lifestyle, and it's ruining her life in many ways. But hey, what can you do?
Them's the breaks.
I do get it, this movie is about toxic relationships. I just didn't like watching it personally. That being said, if I interested you during the positive side of this review, please see the film in theaters. It's a film worth your time if you're into that sort of thing. Also, I know not every biker lives this trashy lifestyle. Some people just do it for a hobby, and tons of bike clubs do charity and their members take time out of their personal lives to help people. That's incredible. And if I offended any of those bikers while making this video, I apologize. Keep up the good work. That's it for me. And as always, thank you for your time.